Well, I think obviously it was a good win against a real quality team. It was a much needed win, and I thought that we really kind of tried to stay with the game plan all the way through, and I thought the guys did a good job. When we came in at the half, obviously the only real disturbing thing was the offensive rebounding, the second chance points. And we talked about it. We said if we can just clean that up, only clean that up, then we'll give ourselves an opportunity to win. And obviously the second half they had 2 second chance points. So I thought we did a good job of rebounding, and I thought we did a good job of taking the ball to the basket. When they played a small lineup, the rim protection is it's not great. I mean, obviously you still got LeBron James that can do anything, but I thought we did a good job of attacking the paint. We ended up with 70 points in the paint, and I thought that was kind of the difference in the game. We were able to get the ball to the basket, and that's why we shot a high percentage. I think we shot 55% or something like that. But I mean, I still think that. You have to marvel at what that guy does at his age. I mean, it's the most amazing thing to see LeBron and to see everybody else. Other than he and Tom Brady, to play at the level that those guys are playing at with the number of years that they've had in the league and everything that they've gone through and the playoffs and, the number of playoffs games and being in the finals for 9 straight years. I can't say enough about the guy. I really can't. I mean, it's amazing what he's doing this year. His 19th year in the league. You just don't ever see it.
Alvin, you talked a couple of games ago about you're not a team that has a LeBron James. You're a team that everyone has to contribute. Was this maybe your best, well-rounded game where everyone who stepped on the floor contributed?
Well, I think so. From a quality opponent standpoint. And the way we played and the way everybody contributed, and like I said, I was happy with the way we followed the game plan, they've got some shooters. I think Malik Monk is playing probably his best basketball of his career, shooting the ball at a real high level. But when we took care of the rebounding part of it, there were so many possessions that were just deflating. Because they shot it, got it back, shot it, got it back, shot it, got it back, and then really got it in the bucket. So I thought when we took care of that, that was going to give us more opportunities to run. With the opportunities to run, obviously, Fox is going to have a chance to get the ball in the paint and get it to the basket. And I thought he played one of his better games for us from the standpoint of attacking the basket.
Alvin, you guys rattle off, 40 in that third. And I'm just curious, I mean, the first 2 quarters offensively were pretty fantastic. You hadn't seen like a back-to-back quarters where you had offensive points the way you did in around the 30 mark, and then you rattle off the 40. I'm just wondering, has it been frustrating for you to find that offense and kind of wonder where it's been?
Well, yeah, and I mean, it's no secret that we really struggled in the third quarter. And so the thing that we've tried to do is get them out of the locker room early, give them a chance to get a good warm-up. And I thought we started it the right way, executed 2 really good plays out of the, timeout, at the start of the third quarter, and then got a couple of easy baskets. And then I felt like we were good defensively in those situations. We try to take away drives and we try to take away threes. When LeBron James have the ball in his hand, you got to honor all the situations. And so you don't want him driving, but you don't want to create 3-point shots by being too far in. And I thought we did a pretty good job overall of trying to do both, trying to protect the defender on the drive who was guarding him, and then trying to get back out and challenge the shots.
Alvin, the Lakers are one of the highest scoring second half teams in the NBA. What kind of defensive adjustments did you guys make in the second half to limit those scoring? I think they had 23 in the third and 26 in the fourth.
Well, I don't think we really made any adjustments. I think the adjustment was really the offensive rebounding part of it, because they didn't shoot a real high percentage in the first half, but the offensive rebounding points, when you give up 20 second chance points in a half, you don't really have to shoot a high percentage. to be able to score. And I thought when we did a good job of taking that away, the second chance points, we had an opportunity to find a way to win the game.
Coach, with how you guys finished the last game, you mentioned some positivities there, even though you guys lost. Do you feel like there was some momentum carried over at all into this game?
Well, I think our guys, we had just talked about we're going to continue to compete and continue to play. And, we're not going to be perfect. We're a long way from that. But the one thing that we talked about, three things. We talked about playing hard. We talked about playing together. And then we talked about playing unselfishly, And I thought we kind of did all of those things from the standpoint of trying to do exactly what we asked them to do.
Alvin, I know that last time the Lakers were here, that it didn't end well for you or your fans, which you've talked about. Does this feel, obviously it feels a lot better. Does it feel good to kind of give your fans a little something here, given that, they've kind of struggled with these times just as much as you guys have?
I mean, without a doubt. I mean, anybody that have been in the NBA for any kind of years know that the fans here are great fans, I mean, they've been that way from day one since this team moved here. And I remember the games in the warehouse, where it was rocking and going back and forth, and that thing was packed every night. And then, obviously, at Arco, everybody in the NBA thought this was one of the tougher places to play because of the fans and and how much they got into the game. And the fans here this year, I'll be honest with you, they've been really, really good. It's been a real tough home situation for them, and they still come out and they're still very supportive. And as I said earlier today, if we want to take those gold jerseys out of the stands where all the tickets are, then we have to continue to play at a level like this where we have Sacramento people sitting in those seats and not Laker people.
Alvin, do you have any update on Marvin? Just looked like his hand got hit hard there.
Yeah, it did, and I don't have anything right now. I'm sure I'll get something when I go back in there, but don't know what it is right now. I think the doctors were looking at it, so we'll see.
All right, Coach, we got a few on the Zoom. Christos, go ahead.
Hello, Coach. Congratulations on the win, first of all.
Thank you.
Another great performance from De'Aaron Fox tonight. What type of leadership he brings in the team from your perspective?
Well, it's like I told you guys, he's not a rah-rah guy. He's a pretty quiet guy, but, he goes about his job in a real professional manner. He leads our team without verbally being a guy that has to do a lot of talking. He goes out and plays his butt off night in and night out, and I think that's what you would want to have from the leader on your team.
Brendan?
Hey, Alvin, yeah, you guys did. We're doubling LeBron there, especially when he was posting up, and that led to a lot of rotations on the other side. And I think that's an area where the team has struggled at times throughout this year. But tonight, you guys were a little more successful. What did you like from the rotations that you were seeing from the team and the communication on the defensive end?
I thought we did a really good job of getting in and out in the rotations. I didn't think we overhelped. So we were able to be in a position where we could get back out. But, like I say, it's tough when you're dealing with LeBron. I mean, not only is he a great athlete, but, he is one of the best passers in the NBA. And he will find the open guy and he'll find the weakness. So you just got to be ready to be on your horse. And when that ball leaves his hand, wherever it's going, you got to be there because it's probably going to be the right play,
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, I appreciate you guys.